Hello everyone. In this video, we will recommend the top 10 best Filipino romance movies you must watch alone from 2021 to 2023. So, let's get started the list. Number 1. The Housemaid. Director, Roman Perez. Daisy is an au pair contracted to work for a rich, pregnant lady. However, before her boss, Roxanne, can give birth, Daisy needs to tolerate the advancements of Roxanne's domineering husband that leads to a destructive affair. Roxanne's husband is the powerful head of the rich household. Since his pregnant wife cannot satisfy his needs, he starts to flirt with Daisy until he successfully slides up under her sheets. Number 2. Mahjong Nights. Director, Lawrence Fajardo. The pandemic has wreaked havoc in the country and it has affected businesses and families alike. Alexa is a budding chef who has turned to online classes to further her studies. Her stepfather had a lot of business but most had to close down and is now struggling to make ends meet, while her mother is having her friends over to play mahjong. As everyone plays mahjong with each other, dark secrets are uncovered and shows that each one isn't as innocent as we assumed them to be. Number 3. Laruan. Director, Yam Laruanes. Laruan presents a unique and intriguing plot that revolves around a complex love triangle, offering viewers a deep dive into the dynamics of relationships and the consequences of infidelity. Thea, Renee's wife, always invites her other man, Jeff, over dinner for them to make out in the house. But when a new woman, Camille, enters the picture, Thea's wild and crazy gameplay changes. Number 4. Pamas. Director, Roman Perez Jr. The movie tells story a mother after her house is destroyed by a typhoon. The penniless Litenerz goes with a baby in search of her husband in Manila. By begging, she gets some money left and right for food, drink and travel expenses. If Litenerz can't pay for a ferry ride, the ship's crew knows a way for this beautiful woman to pay her debt. Number 5. May December to January. Director, Mac Alejandre. Single mom Claire and her son Paul have a very good relationship despite not having a father figure. But this is tested when Claire falls in love with Migoy, her son's best friend. The feeling is mutual, so the two decided to hide their relationship not just from the judgmental people, but even from Paul. This further complicates when it is revealed that Paul is also secretly in love with Migoy. Number 6. Expensive Candy. Director, Jason Paul Laksamana. Candy asserts time and time again that night work is her choice. She sees value in her labor and how she negotiates her body, saying that, "My self-worth increased," when referring to the amount of money she gets from clients. Her work is influenced by her past socioeconomic conditions, with Candy being unwilling to trudge the same monotonous path as her poor family. Yet, even with all of these declarations of agency, Candy seems dissatisfied, or at least the acting and filmmaking want to make it look that way. Number 7. The Escort Wife. Director, Paul Alexei Basanillo. Patricia had been confined in their big house while recovering from a miscarriage. Her orthopedic surgeon husband Roy had been working overtime at the hospital and was always tired when he came home. Patricia found herself only to be ignored. She felt very depressed. One day, Patricia discovered that with her binoculars she could see into bedroom window of her neighbor Chrissy. From her kitchen window, one night, Patricia saw Roy in Chrissy's room. Number 8. Litenerz. Director, Roman Perez Jr. The movie is directed by Roman Perez Jr. and stars Yen Durano, and Jamila Obispo will be romantically involved with Victor Relosa. Elria finds out that her mother Minerva is having an affair with their worker named Jonas. He plans a dark scheme to break up their relationship without knowing he will be burned by temptation. Number 9. Leggas. Director, Christopher Novabos. Edmar is a charming young man who happens to see his neighbor Charisma. It became a habit until he found himself obsessed with her. That is, until Charisma discovered his crime. To Edmar's surprise, Charisma was not angry. She would continue to let him touch her body. So began many meetings between them. Edmar thinks he is the luckiest guy in their barrio, able to hang out with Charisma whenever he wants, but his heart was broken when he found out that Charisma Vicencio's stepfather had been doing the same thing for years. Number 10. Saggapa Director, Lawrence Fajardo. Ben and Anna lost their home in La Union when their uncle Arturo outbid Anna's mother Rita at the bank. Arturo asked for $500,000 for them to buy the land back from him. Ben decided that they go try their luck in Angeles, Pampanga, where his friend Mondo could help them find jobs. While Ben worked in a restaurant, Anna worked at a nightclub. However, with the move to the big city, it was inevitable that trouble finds its way into their lives.